of course, thoughts on your best concert attended. I think there's obviously a front runner.
It better be.
By a landslide.
Better be. Took a lot to get there.
So, yes, we did go see Oasis in England this year. So
Everybody's like, shut up.
Hey, by the way, we went to go see Oasis on the Live 25 tour. Hey, howdy, hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Mike's Monday Jams, the official podcast for music appreciators everywhere. Today we're going to be talking about the song There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays by Perry Como. Let's get it.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home.
Monday, December 8th is going to be the last one for the year, folks. Sorry, it is a little premature if you're used to listening to us for the past couple of years, but we've got a lot going on.
We've got a lot going on, y'all. So you're going to have a slightly extended Christmas break, but once we figure out what's going on, we'll be back. We'll be back on the scene in the new year.
Indeed, and this will be the last with this current set, which is pretty crazy. So take it all in, but had to jingle-ify it just a little bit for this last episode and this last occasion.
You had to jingle your bells.
Yes. Everything else in this room looks like a tornado, but the set still looks intact, as y'all have known and come to love it, I hope. And a little bit of festivization.
Yeah.
So. Fun stuff. It's the holiday season.
The holiday season.
And we're talking about Perry Como. But before we do that, we started watching that new Beatles anthology documentary. And that was a pretty good watch. I was honestly kind of worried you were getting kind of bored. And I was very relieved today to find out that you were very into it. So.
No, I mean, I think I've seen it before, like a long time ago. But it looks so good.
It does.
Like, there's stuff in it that looks like they filmed it yesterday. No, I was into it. I was not bored.
Because I was like, there's 8 more episodes.
No, I was into it. The Beatles, that was the Get Back one, that was deeply boring.
That'll bore you to tears.
That will bore you to tears. Literally, all 3 of us could not stay awake watching it. It was so boring.
It might be good for background fodder. We've talked about this one ad nauseum.
Yeah.
It might be good for background
This
fodder.
is not boring.
The remastered anthology documentary is quite good. So go give it a look. We have enjoyed it all thus far. 1 episode in. But all the episodes are an hour long, so I feel like that's a helpful taste, even just 1 episode in. I found this interesting headline. Kenny Chesney, in a recent interview with, I believe, Howard Stern on XM, revealed that at last year's Rock Hall ceremony, the induction...
Because he sang a Buffett song last year, didn't he?
He did, yes. Confirmed somebody from the Buffett clan snuck Jimmy's ashes into the ceremony.
Awesome. Why you got to sneak it? I mean, I feel like you should be like, yeah, I got his ashes.
Here it is.
Here he is.
It's just a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Here he is.
He drops it.
Shit. So I thought that was interesting, but he recently revealed that in an interview this week. I guess I'm not surprised.
He needed to be there.
Expect nothing less, but just glad that it was confirmed.
I like it.
So I thought that was an interesting thing that I would share today. Other sad news, big rip to Memphis legend Steve Cropper, the Colonel, most notably the guitarist for Booker T and the MGs, of course the Stax House Band, but also a member of the Blues Brothers. So big rip to Steve. I think he was 88 though, so pretty good life.
He had a pretty good life. Now he can tell God about his mission.
Correct. Yes, directly to the source.
To the source.
Yes. Spotify Wrapped came out this year. Pretty exciting. Biggest point of initial thoughts and observation. I feel like in years past, you always see so much hate. People being like, Spotify Wrapped, I don't care. Nobody cares. I don't feel like I've seen any of that this year.
I feel like I see lots of people being like, yes, I want to see your Spotify rap.
Yes, so nature is healing in that regard, I feel like. Because I enjoy it. Anytime I see somebody's, I'm going to stop and I'm going to make some observations. Go make some observations.
Judgments, perhaps.
Correct.
See, I'm like, yeah, I want to see your Spotify Wrapped, so I can pass judgment upon it.
Interesting things Interesting things that I saw. Somebody's listening age being in their 80s.
That is crazy. I feel like so many people's are in the 60s and 70s though, and they're like, I'm so cool, and it's like both of us were like, oh, I'm old. But I'm not like, oh my god, I have an old soul. I keep seeing people like that. It's like, shut up.
It adds up. I saw somebody with 220,000 minutes listened.
That is crazy.
So that's 3,600 hours. How many days is that? 152.
Oh my god, that's almost half the year.
So it's like every waking moment you have it on.
Like, the person that did this, he does work in a retail store, correct?
He works for Carter Vintage Guitars in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out.
Oh, I thought he worked at the boot store.
He used to. He might still, but he definitely works for Carter Vintage.
My question is, when he shows up to work, does he plug in the aux and play music all day at work?
That is also something I wondered as well.
Because that might add up to how you've played literally 152 days of music. If every day you go into your job and you play music all day long on your phone.
I have no idea. He's always had high numbers. Like, every time I look at his Wrapped, it's always something in the like upper 100,000s or 200,000.
Mine was like 10.
Well, but you also, commandeer.
Mike's our house DJ. And so if and we're together almost all the time. So,
don't sound too thrilled about it. So yeah, that was a crazy observation, but yes, that is likely why yours is only in the...
I'm also not able to like listen to music while I'm working.
Yes, you got to be pretty zoned in,
so,
and I can have it on in the background for sure. So I thought I had no surprises on mine. You know, I don't want to like get into a full in-depth review of either virus. I don't think anybody cares, and if they cared, they could just go look. I thought the addition of the listening age was
fun.
It's fun.
And the files at the end, I realized I did have files.
Okay, good. The AI files.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes, it was. Listening ages was fun though, because it's like I had some coworkers. One of them was 8, and it's just
8
like
sorry.
It's funny to think about it.
It's so funny.
Like they listen to music as an 8-year-old, but it's based on like release year and like what all you're listening to, and so he listened to a lot of like brand new stuff. So, but yeah, it's just funny. Like I was like, because in a work meeting this past week, everybody went around and said their listening age, and not to brag, I had the oldest in the room.
Oh my god, you're literally the person I'm talking about.
But it was funny because he was right after me, so I said 73, and then he was like 8.
8. That's so 8 is crazy. I would like to say, you guys, everyone, be proud of me this week.
This year.
Beer Don't is not even in my top 50, you guys. End of an era.
Crazy.
Okay? 4 Years Strong is my number 1 song, and this year it's not even in my top 50.
Crazy.
Now my number 1 was Mad Season. I don't know why I couldn't guess that. I was like, oh, duh. Y'all know it was probably my everyday jam at least 5 or 6 or 7 times just this year. So I should have known that it was gonna be my number 1. But yeah. Well, tell him your number 1 song.
It was "Listen Up" by Oasis.
Sick.
I figured it would be an Oasis song. I would have put it in the contention. Like I had like 3 songs I would have put in the contention. That was one of them for sure.
I thought that Champagne Supernova would perhaps that was my number 3. But if we're talking about minutes though, I probably listen to Champagne Supernova the most of the year because it is much... Now, Mad Season, I think, is almost 5 minutes long. It's not short, but Champagne Supernova is almost 8 minutes long. So
I think, truthfully, though, Little by Little probably should have been my number 1 because it was number 3, and there was only a couple plays separating my top 3. Oh. And the live version from London or wherever was on the playlist. Oh. So it was like if you combine the plays, because it's technically the same song. Yeah. It's just a live version.
That was only the long version was on my playlist this year, but last year both the radio edit and the long version
Mirrors? I was like, of Mirrors?
No, not of Mirrors. If you're too shy, let me know. You know, there's like the longer
radio
one, and then
edit.
there's the radio. They were both on the list last
Impressive.
year.
Impressive.
Only the long one was on the list this year. I think it was my number 4 song of the year. It was in the top.
Well, the only, direct observation of mine that I'll point out is like all my top 5 songs were at least 5 minutes long, except for one of them was only 7 seconds shy. It was 4:53. So I was
Wow.
like, I do not really mess with short music that much, I guess.
Well, tell them what percentage Oasis fan you are.
0.07.
That's crazy.
And this year, so people always like, oh, I'm this and Taylor Swift. Oh, I'm the blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Oasis is a worldwide phenomenon, always has
Yes.
been. I feel my 0.07
And this year,
has bigger bragging rights.
yeah, and this year, oh my God.
So then this was also something I was going to bring up. Spotify did, like, if you were like a super fan of one of these bands, that they would literally give you a world ranking,
I love that.
which is awesome. But if you're curious, mine was like 60,000 for Oasis.
Yeah, and like that, as you pointed out when you got it, that's fewer people than were at the show we saw.
Yes,
Like,
we were at a show with 80,000 people. Nice.
sick.
So, but yes, it is clear that I maybe enjoy some more stuff on the longer side. I would love Spotify. You can take this idea, I guess, just pay me something. I don't know, or stop freaking leave our episodes
Yeah.
alone. How about this is an idea in
We
exchange?
don't even make money off of
This
this.
is an idea in exchange. This is a plea deal. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me I didn't ever do anything nice for you. I would love to see a wrapped of like more specific details of like average song, listen to the song that like beats per minute, you know,
yeah.
like how peppy, how slow, and also maybe what key that you
Oh.
favor. I'd like to see that.
Oh, that's
So-
interesting.
Even if you want to do like a wrapped plus, it's like so much data, it requires maybe like a $5 fee. I'd pay it.
I keep seeing like memes about girls being like, oh, like their Spotify rep, like, oh my God, so accurate. It's like, yeah, bitch, it's literally data.
I did see.
It is extremely accurate. Is quite literally is literally numbers.
Yeah, that I would say that's always the most annoying thing. It's like, oh my God, it's like no shit. That's what you listen to. I did see an incredibly self-aware post though from somebody I went to FSU with, but it was like a quote like, oh, like your Spotify rap, like you only listen to white girl music, and like the response was like, yeah, thanks, I am a white girl. What did you expect? So I loved that.
Accurate.
I love the self-awareness. So I love that there was more genres mentioned in the rap. There was a lot Lynn mentioned there, which I mean I guess could get confusing after a while, but that was cool to see. Loved the like there was like a checkerboard kind of racing vibe to it, like a trippy checkerboard vibe to it. Loved it. Finally gave you album data, which I loved. You know, for the first time I gave you first or top 5 albums, which was cool.
And my number 1 album was the Wicked soundtrack.
No one wants the wicked. Yes, the global rankings, of course, and it's always tough. Like, I feel like my total minutes keeps going down because I used to be consistently in like the 60,000s in total minutes listened, and this year I didn't even hit 40. But y'all see the physical media behind us all the time, so that's a factor. And Nugs, I use Nugs, the app, to stream a lot of shows. So, you know, I'm sure you could at least add another 10 or 15,000 minutes just based on that alone. Anyway, so that's Spotify Wrapped. It was a good time this year. It felt like nobody at least was like annoyingly annoyed or publicly annoyed
about Spotify Wrapped.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel like people get excited about it.
Yes.
It's fun.
And Apple Music Rewind, girl.
Y'all.
Apple Music Rewind, girl.
Y'all.
Get out of here with that.
But definitely let us know if we were your number 1 podcast. I know that the majority of our viewers are YouTube viewers, but I know Miss Tori.
And Christina, it showed up on her rep, so shout
love
out
that.
to y'all.
Let us know.
Yeah.
We were not my number 1 podcast.
We were also not my number 1. But I mean, we
But shout out to Hot Takes. I listen to Reddit stories on Spotify because most of my other podcasts I also watch on YouTube.
Indeed.
So
Normally at the end of the year, and well, at least in years past, the 2 times that we've had this this podcast at this time of year in the past, we've also done episodes on our favorite concerts of the year, favorite albums of the year that dropped this year, and also we've done, I feel like, a whole episode dedicated to rap, but we're kind of doing everything mixed in the intro of this.
It's a year in review episode.
So, of course, thoughts on your best concert attended. I think there's obviously a front runner.
It better be.
By a landslide.
It better be. Took a lot to get there.
So, yes, we did go see Oasis in England this year. So
everybody's like, shut up.
Hey, by the way, we went to go see Oasis on the Live 25 tour. So, yeah, that's a duh, and there's a whole video dedicated to that, so we're not going to beat a dead horse there. However, I will give some honorable mention to the Joe Bros with my Joe Ho.
That was super fun.
Lots of collabs.
Seeing Demi Lovato.
And I went and saw Goose twice. You saw them one of those times. And those were some good shows, too. Especially, I thought the second one was cool because it was just like a really nice night.
It was a lovely night.
A really great summer night.
I got to do my favorite activity. I was drinking outside, and it was warm but not too hot. It was awesome. Yeah, it was cool. Only I'd been near a body of water.
Indeed. But also, the other show was great, too, because it was their first time at MSG, sold out, and they made a live album out of it. And I was there. So, with your dad, so it was good.
I'm trying to think, who else did I see this year? I mean, yeah, the Jonas Brothers was really awesome. The Jonas Brothers was really, really fun. We didn't go to a Fenway concert this year.
No, I don't feel like there was a lot, though.
No, there's nothing, like, missing, I don't think.
Well, you could have gone to see My Chemical Romance at Fenway.
Yeah, I would actually be scared of the clientele. That's one of those things, it's like, I would love if I could pay to get in to just hear 4 or 5 songs, and then I could leave, and I wouldn't have to leave with all those people.
Buy a standing room only ticket. I just want to hear Teenagers.
Black Parade.
Black Parade. I'm Not Okay.
Helena.
Yeah, that's the one. I was gonna say Montana, but close.
Isn't that the capital?
I think so.
Helena.
Yeah.
That one.
Did we already say Teenagers?
Yep, okay. That's the number 1 for me. Yep, didn't go to that. Did not go to that. Enjoyed the Jonas Brothers and Oasis.
Did you go to any shows without me?
I don't think so.
We did go to some underwhelming ones though.
Yeah, we did have a few lowlights of the year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hippocampus was not good, and
Rob Thomas disappointed me.
It was good, but like I don't know, like 3 songs,
Again, could I have just listened? And it's not like he doesn't have 8 mil. He was my number. It's not like he doesn't have 8 million songs that I know. He just chose to play the 15 I Did It, and it didn't seem like anyone else knew either. And then he plays 3 a.m. as a freaking coffee shop song, and it's like, that sucks, Rob.
Yes.
And then he plays Unwell, but he doesn't even really care about it. And I mean, but Her Diamonds was awesome.
Yes.
So it was $25. I paid $25 to hear Her Diamonds, but the rest of it,
So yeah, that was our year in concerts. We had a chiller, not chiller.
So chill that we flew to Manchester, England.
Chiller in terms of quantity, not chiller in quality.
No. Thinking of Wrapped, if you go on your Flighty, you can look at your flight report now, and I'm sure it will be yours as well. Shortest flight, Dublin to Manchester.
That smooth 25 minutes, if that. I watched like Ireland disappear and England appear. I looked out the window the whole time. It was kind of beautiful.
I was tired. I was asleep.
Best album, Mike's Monday Jam's best album of 2025 undoubtedly goes to Sam Fender's People Watching, which is tough because we had that whole fiasco at the beginning of the year where we were supposed to see him and it didn't happen. But
I'm still salty. I hold grudges,
unfortunately,
Sam.
it's so good. And I got a reel the other day that it of course was targeted to me, but it was somebody literally talking about like how amazing it is, and I was like, yeah, it is.
What about
unfortunately
Goose's
good.
album?
It's good, but like
It
a
had
lot
the
of
song of the summer.
they did have the song of the summer. I would give it a runner-up
Okay.
because with jam bands, it's like their stuff is it adopts a new persona live, and they get a lot of stuff live. But I do give Goose credit that they do spend a lot of time in the studio refining some of those tracks and making them sound good for studio consumption as well. So I would give it a close second. But I think those were literally like my little most to listen to albums in that order on the Wrapped as well. So Sam Fender, despite the tribulations you gave us at the beginning of the year, you still get Mike's Monday Jam certified best album of 2025. But I will say I will give a nod to the music from the K-pop Demon Hunters. I recently watched the last 20 minutes of the film. Not by choice, it just was on. Shout out to listener Tori. And some of the songs are catchy, but the thing I will give it the nod to is it has just amassed such a following. When's the last time an original movie soundtrack amassed such a following? And Wicked doesn't count.
It's not an original movie.
Exactly, and that's been a thing. But
know.
it seems like it's touched children of all ages.
Children.
It's touched children of all ages. Like it has reached.
There's like adults that like it.
Exactly. So I got to say,
but it sounded scary. I was in the other room.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
Sounded a little frightening for children. There were some demon sounds that I didn't like.
So I'm not gonna listen to any of this stuff myself, but I will give a nod to it. So
good job, K-pop Demon Hunters.
So
Hunt them demons.
Honorable mention of album, sure. Let's talk about Perry Como though. It's the holiday season.
Holiday season.
So whoop-de-doop and doop-de-dop.
Doop-de-dop.
Don't
Boop.
forget to hang up your sock.
Oh, I was gonna say, get out the mop.
Close. Yes, it's the holiday season. Wishing you a happy holidays to you and yours from wherever you're listening to this episode is greatly appreciated. But Perry was born Pirino Ronald Como. He's from near a small town outside of Pittsburgh, so he's a Yinzer.
Oh, he's Yenzer.
Mm-hmm.
Might be Pierino. Pierino.
Yeah, you're probably right. Pierino.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Pierino.
He's
yeah,
one
big
of Pittsburgh.
Italian guy.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh Italians.
Oh yeah.
They're going down to the sandwich shop.
So since we had a wordy intro, and usually for the holiday episodes, just keeping it light and fun, you're just gonna get a bunch of fun facts about Perry here.
Okay. You look very relaxed.
He was ready for this? This is interesting. He was the seventh son of a seventh son.
Oh, okay.
13 kids in total, though.
No way he knows all his cousins' names.
Well, Perry had 12 other siblings. But yes, even his dad.
Yeah, he's got at least 6.
So that's 2 sevens. He needed another 7, and it could have been, 777, and that I feel like would have given him some good luck or something. I don't know.
Well, that's very interesting. That's way too many kids.
Way too. He recorded for RCA Victor, the label, exclusively for his entire career for 44 years. So that was also, if you remember from last week's episode, the label that Elvis was signed to.
Oh.
But incredibly loyal to the brand, to the
nice
to
Perry.
the label, which is cool. In a Billboard magazine memorial, Como's life was summed up in these few words: 50 years of music and a life well lived, an example to all.
Oh.
So kind of sweet.
Nice Perry.
He has 3 Hollywood stars. 1 for music, 1 for television, 1 for radio.
I didn't know you got multiple.
I didn't know so either. And I think he might... I don't know, but I should have fact-checked that. He might be one of the few, if not the only people that has at least 3 stars. 3 stars.
Well, he would have even more if he worked at Cracker Barrel.
I know. Shoot. Or, if that Boston guy was reviewing him 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars. He has the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Received that after Death, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Posthumously.
After he decreased.
Yes. 5 Emmys, Kennedy Center honors. He also did a bunch of films as well. So quite an interesting guy. But perhaps the most interesting thing about him is that his parents, like from a very young age, paid for all their kids to get music lessons, which for
all 13 of them, they must have been well off.
See, no, they weren't.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know if like all 13 of those kids made it, you know, because it's like.
Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. I thought you meant made it and were successful. No. You meant they were gonna die.
Any like from early 1900s before, it's like who knows? You know, it's just healthcare is just increased.
Yeah.
You know, so much, especially in regards to childbirth and whatnot. So, I didn't do that research. I don't know if it was like all 13 made it, or if all of them were of the child age of receiving, lessons at the same time or whatever. But they made sure all their kids got music lessons because they thought, you know, it was good for them and a way to kind of just do something productive. Perry, though, even he got some jobs as a kid so he could pay for more music lessons for himself. So he was learning a bunch of instruments or whatever, yada, yada. But famously, he never received a vocal lesson.
Oh.
And obviously, he made a great career out of his voice. So, funnily enough, he didn't need it.
I mean, whoop-de-doop.
Didn't need it.
Dickory-dock.
I mean, that's Andy Williams, but yes.
Oh.
I think, yes?
Yeah, no, it is. Yes. My bad.
I just been saying because it's the holiday season.
My bad, y'all.
Fulfilled the bid every time. It's not Perry.
Is Perry's biggest one his version of Frosty?
I thought it was this one, but let's see. Let's see what Spotify has to say. Spotify thinks he's got a great It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Oh.
And this one at number 2. I think the Frosty, the old guy sounding, what's his name? Gene something?
Gene?
Hold please. Oh, Guy Lombardo.
What?
No, I'm kidding. There's somebody else.
Look up Perry's version. I feel like we all know Perry's version.
Jimmy Durante. This is the one that's in the animated thing.
I do not like this film. It creeps me out.
This is the Frosty.
Okay, yeah.
But
what about Perry's one? Look up Perry's one. Tell me if it's not like it doesn't.
If it's not memorable.
It doesn't do it for you.
That'd be so funny if he didn't have one, but.
Maybe not. This is not hitting it for me. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Damn, Perry. Sorry. I really thought you did something with your Frosty, but I was wrong.
Oh, goodness. So, one of the jobs, going back to Perry, that he got so he could pay for some more music lessons of his own, he started to work at a barber at the age of 10.
Oh.
And by 13, he had his own chair, of which he was cutting hair.
You think he had to get on those step stools?
He had to stand on a box to cut people's hair. And he made, he was incredibly passionate about it. Like, he was very good at cutting hair and being a barber. But he would sing, while he would entertain his guests.
Wow.
So he made kind of a bit of a career at it. And he was so good at it, he had his own shop by the age of 14.
Not a lot of licensing issues back then.
No, early 1900s. No.
Not a lot of laws and regulations.
No.
I don't think anybody can cut your hair and have you pay them.
But he did leave town at the age of 20 to go work for his uncle's barber shop across the state in Pennsylvania. And his uncle's barber shop was at a hotel. And then, he would sing as he was doing his thing. And eventually he got invited, just like word of mouth through connections, got invited to perform at the Silver Slipper Ballroom in Ohio, I believe near Cleveland. Of course, working through some connections. And that landed him his career in music. He eventually signed some
Everybody
deals.
starts in Ohio.
Yes, became a part of some touring outfits and eventually had his own radio show, television show, and all that good stuff, and started doing albums that way and whatnot. So, but yes, he got his origins as a barber,
cute.
a little guy barber,
pipsqueak singing barber.
And if I remember this correctly from reading, there was at some point they were trying to do like a documentary, not a biopic, but something that tracked like his life or something, and either the director or somebody involved in the creative process wanted to like inflate or like maybe just stretch his story a little bit and talk about how he went from barber to like coal miner then to singer because he thought it sounded cooler.
They were just gonna lie.
Well, because he was like, I don't really believe that he was like some like, you know, really good barber or something. And then he was like, okay, let me cut your hair. And then he did, and he was like, okay, I get it. So like he was like very, very talented. So I don't know the truth of all of that, but it was somewhere that I read. So
Cut that hair, Pear.
He won Crooner of the Year in 1943.
What an award.
Indeed. He was married to his wife for 65 years.
Aw.
They, I think, had 3 kids together, 2 of which were adopted. And Bing once described him as the man who invented casual. So...
Is that a diss from Bing, though? You think?
Maybe not.
It's like, this dude's a little relaxed, you guys.
He just jealous of how chill he is.
Yeah, well, when you're the type of guy that's so unchill that people start a rumor about you that we found out is untrue, that you threw a piano out of a window, nobody who's chill would throw a piano out of a window or even consider it.
He's just a chill guy. Just a chill guy. He like the meme. He's just a chill guy.
Mm-hmm. I'll make a little picture.
Not much to say about the album. It's just a collection of holiday classics. But the song...
Not including Frosty, because it's not as classic as I thought.
The song itself, what's interesting to me is, you know, when, you know, songs have things in parentheses in the title.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one, There's No Place Like. And the song, I guess, would technically be called Home for the Holidays. Oh, your headphones fell.
My headphones fell off.
What's interesting about these parentheticals...
Oh.
Normally, I feel like they're towards the end of the title. This one's at the beginning.
Sometimes they're at the beginning.
I guess, what's the story, Morning Glory?
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like maybe they're more towards the end.
You know what gets on my nerves unnecessarily?
Hmm.
When songs come out and the title is not like what people remember from the song. Maybe the title isn't in the song. And so then they start advertising the song as if... like and put what people call it in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
Like Drops of Jupiter.
Tell me.
Mm-hmm. It didn't say Tell Me originally. Mm-hmm. I think that's annoying. Everybody should just grow up and learn what the name of the song is.
Indeed. So that's just a sidetrack about parentheticals. But the music was composed by a fellow by the name of Robert Allen, and the lyrics by a man named Al Stillman. I believe they were both employees of RCA Victor, who wrote the song for the label, and Perry got a hold of it. Perry definitely has the most well-recognized and well-appreciated take on the track, but has also been recorded by the Muppets, Garth Brooks, a couple
deeply
others,
appreciated. We love the Muppets,
etc., etc. First recorded by Perry in '54, and then again he did a re-update in '59. Chosen for today's episode because we are going home for the holidays permanently, as we alluded to last week in our ode to Memphis through Blue Suede Shoes. So this seemed like a no-brainer. Also, the song does mention the man from Tennessee. I suppose I'm the man from Tennessee.
You are.
But he's like going up to Pennsylvania. I'm not.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're not Yinzers, unlike Perry.
No.
We're not going down to Tennessee.
Going down.
I'm going down.
Down to the Allegheny.
What?
Right? Isn't that the river through Pittsburgh?
Sure.
The Allegheny.
I don't know what the name of it is.
A lyric in the song, you know, gee, the traffic is terrific. I don't know if I would ever describe that. Even if like there was no traffic, I'd just say there's no traffic. Traffic and a positive adjective in the same sentence don't ever feel like they can exist.
I might say it is terrific because there's no traffic.
Yes. But gee, the traffic is terrific.
I mean, is it? I've always thought that it was...
Rick would always say the traffic is terrific. No.
No, he would be upset about it. I have always thought that line was sarcastic.
It could be because
like,
it's the holidays. Because there's...
Gee, the traffic is terrific. I've always thought it's sarcasm.
Because it's the holidays.
Maybe you just didn't get it.
Maybe. And because, maybe
I think it's sarcastic.
Yeah, because everybody's out on the road.
Yeah, it's like everybody's traveling for the holidays. It's like, gee, the traffic's terrific.
Yeah, that's fair. Either way. Yeah, maybe that's why. Okay, yep. It's definitely sarcasm.
Mike learns
Sheldon Cooper over here.
Mike learns what sarcasm is live on the podcast.
Sheldon Cooper over here. Juxtaposes some normal feelings about holiday stress, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people talking about being very joyful going home for the holidays. I'm very joyful for going home for the holidays, but that's not often a common experience, especially around Thanksgiving. You know, people are like, "Well, gotta be around the family." You know,
It can be a lot.
It can be a lot, but there's no place like home for the holidays at the end of the day. So it's a true sentiment, and definitely a good one to bump for this holiday season, especially if you're going home for the holidays, as the song suggests. And now it's time for the segment portion of today's show. Kicking us off, as always, is Emma's Everyday Jam, the song that you've been regularly bumping and cruising along to for the past week. Do you have something jolly?
Of course. We're listening to Christmas music. And I know I did it as my first Christmas song, but I'm doing it again. It's my family's favorite Christmas song, Elf's Lament. Because everyone needs to know it. It's an undercover bop. And it's a banger. It's my favorite Christmas song. Well, it's one of them.
Ooh.
I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys, before you wish for what you wish for, there's a list for who's been naughty or nice, but consider the price.
Now it's time for our Major Minor Chords, a segment of the show in which we discuss our respective highs and lows for the week. What you got?
Hi. We got irons in the fire, baby.
As we've been saying
As
for
we've been
months.
saying, they're still in there. They're piping hot. They've been in there
They're
for...
red.
They've been in there for so... They're actually starting to melt.
The metal is glowing.
It's actually
Radiating.
becoming a forge. But they're in there. And
Y'all mess with metallurgy? And
Metallurgy?
forging? Yeah, metallurgy.
do you say it like that?
Metallurgy?
Metal... I mean, I've heard that word, I think. Metallurgy?
That was metallurgy. Yeah, metallurgy.
Oh, you were able to read that? I
Yeah,
couldn't read.
metallurgy.
Okay, all right, metallurgy.
Field of study.
That's what we're calling our
Metallurgy is
firstborn son.
domain.
Metallurgy Collins.
Material science and engineering, the studies of physical and chemical behavior of metallic elements.
Minor. It's really freaking cold. Today, the
Butt
high
cold.
was like 24. What in the hell? And we're about to go out in it? Scary.
It's
I have
how
on
you.
two
It is how you say, goddamn it degrees.
It's really cold. I'm on 2 pairs of socks. The low is currently 12.
Next Tuesday it's 11.
That's foul. We have got to get the hell out of here. So yeah, that's what I got.
I mean, look at that range. It's just there's like a S curve here in the anyway. Minor is that this is the last episode of the year, and I'm sad about that, but I'm sure
We'll be back.
We'll be back
You will see.
in grand fashion for 2026. But major, lots to celebrate for this year on the show. So we're incredibly grateful for it, and it will go as today's major for sure. Last but not least, it's time for our honorable mentions. The songs that almost made the cut or follow a similar rhyme or reason to today's episode. Kicking us off at the start is Marshmallow World by Bing. I love this one because it's really just a song about winter. It doesn't really mention a holiday at all. So it can be listened to until February if you wanted. As long as it's goddamn degrees outside, you can play Marshmallow World.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's the time for play, it's a whipped cream day, I wait for it the whole year round.
Next up, another family favorite, the Nutcracker Suite from the Brian Setzer Orchestra. It's
So good.
a good one. It's also featured in the Elf soundtrack as Buddy the Elf is gallivanting around Gimbals in one of the earlier scenes of the film. And last but not least, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by NSYNC.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
You know, because Justin Timberlake's from Memphis, and we're going home for the
Yes,
holidays.
you're so right.
It's NSYNC. NSYNC.
In sync.
God sent you his love, and everything's okay. Merry Christmas, happy
that's going to do it for us this week, folks. We
and this
hope
year
you,
and
this
all
year
that.
and all that. And we hope you have a wonderful, happy holiday season this year. We don't want to put down a date for when we're going to come back at the new year, so please just be patient with us.
In early January, we will return.
Yes. So we will be back before you know it.
Mike and Emma will be back in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes. So with even more exciting things for the new year. But for the entire year of 2025, if you're just now joining us or if you joined us back in January, we appreciate the hell out of you. We are thankful for every like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, rating. If you told your mailman about us, we really appreciate it.
Told the Chick-fil-A worker, gave us 2 carrier pigeon.
And we had a grand 2025 and hope you did as well. And we are looking for an even more grand 2026.
Maybe our irons will be out of the fire and forged by the time you see us next.
Maybe.
Keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, y'all.
We'll see you in 2026.
Bye.